Alright folks, and welcome back to another Maestro game production, and as you can see, we are here in Leicester, and I'm going to drop the accent because it's even doing my head in. So let's make our way under the power lines, which there appears to be several of here on Rawdyke Road. We are going to continue down, we are going to go past the Holiday Inn, which looks very much like, I don't know really, a prison. Is my best description of it, and we are here. We shall take the right hand turn because I have already had a little look over here at the signage and it says the player and reception is over here. So we shall head to car park A. We shall go past this lovely gentleman. Good morning. Well, afternoon. And we shall go through these cones, and it appears everybody is already parked up over here. So we shall just park our bus, I don't know, here I guess. There's a nice little gap between these. We shall park outside the media lounge, and I will see you fine folks in the stadium in just a second. Okay, ladies and gents, we are finally in the King Power Stadium for this FA Cup 5th round game. And I was getting a little hot in that jumper, so hopefully this bit of drizzle and 8-degree weather is going to cool me down a little bit. But as you can see, I am now in one of several Hull FC shirts of mine. But enough about what I'm wearing, let's get on about the game. And they are going for a good old 4-2-3-1. Of course, they are playing Vardy up front. They've got Maddison, they've got Albrighton, they've got Schmeichel in goal, which I've been telling them to do all season, but finally they're listening to me, I guess. So Schmeichel is finally playing. But enough about Leicester City. We want to talk about our team. So we have Bettinelli in goal, we have Weiss and Beck at the back, Kiko on the right, Piter on the left, Pearson in defensive mid, Irvin and Garner in central midfield. Mahi comes in at left attacking mid. Moha took a little bit of a knock. He could have come back, but his fitness isn't quite there, so we're going with Mahi. Got plenty of faith in that gentleman. Bowen, of course, on the right, and Brewster up front. Our bench consists of Messenholer, Elder, Kobold, Stewart, Lopez, Below, and Knoll. Elder is on the bench because a certain Kingsley went and got himself suspended. So that is not good. But without further ado, let's go see what Carlos thinks in the locker room. So, Carlos thinks we should encourage the players, give them a bit of a morale boost. And I'm not going to give spoilers about the last game, but after the past couple of games, we're going to need a bit of a morale boost. You all know how Arsenal went in the last episode and the Wolverhampton game. Yeah, it was a rough one too. I'm not going to tell you again until after this game how it went, but you're in for a surprise. So, we're huge underdogs, so there's no pressure for us to succeed. I mean, start the season, I would have said yes. Going away to Leicester, we are the underdogs. But this is a Leicester City team which is bravely battling relegation, whilst we are nice and safe up around the 5th, 6th, 7th spots. So I'm not sure we're really huge underdogs. But we shall go with the game and say we are. So we can't give the fans a performance because we are away. We're huge underdogs. There's no pressure on you to succeed. Go out there and show everyone what you've got. Yes, don't show them that. Keep your pants on, lads. Keep your pants on. But Tielemans has proven himself to be an incisive passer in the FA Cup so far. Do you have a plan to stop him? Do I go with the old Man City break his legs? He's a fine player, but I have fine players too. Yep, that seems reasonable. So, you've left Moha out. Is this due to recent injury problems? He's being rested. It's nothing more than that. His fitness isn't up to par, so we are not using him. Pretty simple. As you can see, I have kept our positive version of this going, and that was not a mistake this time. I thought, we're away at Leicester, FA Cup, we're going to go for it. We can go for it against teams like Leicester, and Schmeichel nearly poked it into his own goal. But we have a corner. 3 minutes in, Jared Bowen Jared Bowen whips one in. It is headed away, but Bowen should collect this back up. He does. He cuts inside. Will Bowen shoot? No, he passes to Pearson. Pearson to Irvin. Irvin short to Garner. Garner back to Pearson. Pearson, nice little build-up play. Mahi. Mahi has help on the left-hand side. Don't know why he played it so far back to Peter. He should have played that through, not backwards. And that is why it was a dead highlight. But we seem to have a nice calm period until our next corner. Bowen doesn't get it in and Brewster gets dispossessed. It's collected by Kiko near the halfway line though. Played back to Bettinelli. Bettinelli, will he hoof it or will he play it short? He should play it short. Tries to play it short to Kiko, but he's giving it away to Madison. Kiko wins it back though, and Diddy wins the ball back from the tackle, and it's, oh my goodness, this is a calamity of errors. Just get away, please lads, please. Madison tries to whip one in, Pater tries to head it away, Pratt, and it's saved. That is how I would have described half my defenders in that move. All a bunch of Pratts. Garner heads it away, Tealsman collects it on the edge to Madison. Madison, nice. He was offside, but that was a nice block. Leicester are looking uninterested, and you know what? We're going to demand a little bit more. We're going to tell the lads, should do a little better. So, Kiko to Brewster, back to Kiko. Kiko holds the ball up. Will he go past? No, he tries to cross it, but it falls to Garner. Garner to Pater on the left-hand side. Pater whips one across. It is cleared, though. Only as far as Burke. Burke collects it. Will he play it back to Bettinelli? He is under pressure. Bettinelli back out to Burke. Nice. Plays it to Kiko. Kiko back to Burke. Burke, nice ball. Unfortunately, doesn't get through to Brewster. Madison has it on this left-hand side. Madison tries the ball over the top. Pratt has got it one-on-one with the keeper, and it's a nice save by Bettinelli. Good job, Betty. And Kiko, of course, dispossessing Vade. And they have a corner. 26 minutes in, and there has been quite a bit of action. Burke heads the corner away. Madison collects the ball. Madison, he is coming down this right-hand side, but lovely tackle by Jared. That is what we are talking about, Jared. You beautiful human being. 35 minutes into the game so far. We're going to demand a little bit more. Our last demand more of the half. Hopefully it comes to some fruition. If not, I'm not going to argue with a 0-0 at half-time. Boom, whips it in, back post, Garner. Unlucky, son. Unlucky. But it is Leicester 0, Hull City 0 at half-time. They've had 11 shots, we've had 6. They've had 5 on target, we've had 2. They've gave away 3 fouls, we've gave away 9. 1 yellow card to 1 yellow card, 47% possession to 53% possession. So their best performance has been... Am I even going to attempt that one? Kagla Soyung-siu. Yes, Kagla Soyun-siu. 100% tackles won, and a 6.9 as a result. Our best performer has been Bettinelli, 5 shots saved and a 6.9 also. Worst performance has been Amati with a 6.5, 0% crossing completion ratio for them, and Irvin for us with a 6.5 and a 5 passes completed. So the latest scores around the FA Cup. Everton 2, Blackburn 0, Southampton 0, Liverpool 0, Tottenham 4, Middlesbrough 0. Harry Kane with a couple, Soy Heung-min and Chamberlain, the scorers in the Tottenham game. So Carlos thinks we should tell the boys they did well and their efforts were excellent. I mean, their efforts were okay. I don't go as far as excellent. We have a 6.5, a 6.6, a 6.7, 6.6, 6.7. Yeah, like some guys have been stepping up, some not so much. So go back there and we've been the better team. No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy, lads. Not happy. We are drawing. I want a victory. I don't want a replay back at home. I want a victory here. So Bowen, back post. Collected by Schmeichel. Schmeichel out to Vardy. Jamie Vardy having a party. Plays it up to Albrighton. Albrighton 1-on-1 with Bettinelli. Lovely save by Bettinelli. And Kiko gets it away. Nice defence, lads. Nice defence. Liverpool has just scored against Southampton. Bettinelli plays it short to White. Weiss to Burke. Burke up to Kiko. Kiko coming down this right-hand side. Will he play it through to Bowen? Bowen has made an inside run, though. Irvin to Garner. Garner over the top to Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen with the keeper. Oh, unlucky Jared. It runs in the bloodline. Jared Schmeichel's a very good goalkeeper. It's not quite Peter, but he is definitely a decent keeper. Bowen, nice ball over the top. Brewster, one-on-one with Schmeichel, and lovely finish by Brewster. That is Ryan Brewster's 24th goal of the season. Of course, assisted by Jared Bowen. So, Pearson plays a short one to Garner. Garner plays a short one to Bowen, who plays a lovely ball over the top. And Brewster, across the face of goal, pokes it into the left-hand side. Lovely finish. And we have taken the lead, and we have a highlight right on substitution time. Please don't score. Vardy one-on-one with Bettinelli. Lovely one, Betty. He appears to have been offside anyway, but Betty did the job. So, who is going off today? So, Irvin is having a rough one. Now, Irvin, I like Irvin. My problem is, he doesn't seem to be holding up this back end of the season. Like, he's slipping. And I worry about him next season. I really do. Lopez can come in. Lopez has been developing nicely. I'm liking how Lopez is developing. And at this point of the season, we need to be looking forward to next. And who we keep around and who we don't. Now, if I bring in 5 or 6 players, it really depends on the money. Irvin is going to stay in the lineup. Unless I can fill the gaps, and then I'll circle around and probably work my way to getting Irvin onto our bench. He's probably going to be at least on the bench for next season. But for next season, I'm not sure if he's going to be starting. Because he has definitely been slipping as the season has progressed. But there's no one else really desperate who needs to come off. Now, Kiko is worrying me on that yellow card. But I don't have our usual Freeman on the bench. I believe that's because Freeman also is suspended, I want to say. He's either suspended or injured. And I can't remember which of the two he is. But without ranting for too long, you know what? We shall go Stuart on for Garner. Give him a bit of a rest. We will tell Stuart to... You can be a defensive ball-winning midfielder. That is how you shall play. And that is our substitutions. We shall keep the other one just in case Kiko decides to get sent off. And then we can bring on a defender to replace someone further up the field. Sit back and relax, as it may be. But it looks like time is going to dwindle away. And we are going to get the victory. And we are. So it is Leicester City 0, Hull City 1. Leicester had 20 shots, we had 9. They had 11 on target, we had 4. 10 total fouls to our 14. 4 yellow cards to our 2. 48% possession to our 52% possession. Their best performance, of course, was Soyoung-Soo. And ours was Ryan Brewster. Soyoung-Soo got 100% tackle completion ratio in the 7.5. Brewster got 1 goal and 8.3. Struggling to perform was Pratt with a 6.3 and nothing to really speak about. Irvin was of course struggling for us with a 6.6 and 8 passes completed. We have 3 different milestones, but you can feel free to read them yourselves because I am not. Player of the match, of course, going to Brewster. And the analysts would like to focus on Bettinelli and his lovely 11 shots saved and Kiko's 6 key passes. Carlos thinks we should tell the boys their effort was excellent. And you know what? People had written us off today. We proved them wrong. Well done. On a great result. So, that is our FA Cup 5th round done. We should receive a nice little amount of 180,000. Brewster on form in a narrow win, but I will see you fine folks for the FA Cup draw in just a second. Okay, ladies and gents, so before we get into the 6th round draw of the FA Cup, we have a little catch up to do. So the one game, of course, between last episode and this was the Wolverhampton Wanderers game, and as you can see, or the observant did in the previous segment, we drew 2-2. So it was a bit of an up and down game. They gave us one. 2 minutes in, Jared Bowen got a penalty after our player was tripped. He slotted it away, of course. We then got a second through Moha. Jota then scored a lovely goal, followed by a sending off from Kingsley. So Kingsley got booked a minute after the original first goal. As you will see, he then got booked on the 25th, 2 minutes after they scored their first. So we was 2-1 up. He goes and gets himself sent off for a stupid trip. We then have to go a bit more defensive. So as you can see from the match stats, that's what we did. So they had 34 shots, we had 6, they had 12, we had 3. So it was a very close game up until him getting sent off. So yeah, he basically gave them the point. They then got a late equaliser. Well, I say late. It was just after half-time through Cody in the 55th minute. And we managed to hold on. That's basically how the game went. So without further ado, let's go to the FA Cup draw. So we shall go into the inbox and the draw for the FA Cup. 6th round is made today, and it is presented by yours truly. So the people in today's draw are Arsenal. We have Bournemouth, Everton, Forest Green or Manchester United, Hull City, Liverpool, Tottenham and Wolverhampton Wanderers. So for us, we really want to get Bournemouth, Everton or Wolves. I don't see Forest Green getting past Manchester United, but if they do, that would be a nice one to pick up. But who knows? Let's just get into the draw. So the first team out of the hat for the 6th round of the FA Cup this year is Wolverhampton Wanderers. And they will be at home to Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal will be at home to Bournemouth. So now we have Everton. We're really looking to avoid the holders Liverpool in this one. So Liverpool will be at home too. Yes, we're looking to avoid the holders. I don't think the game grasped that concept, but we were looking to avoid them, not to get them. But the final game, of course, will be Forest Green or Manchester United at home to Everton. Now, as a Man U fan, of course, I want them to beat Forest Green, but I kind of want Forest Green at home to Everton. Not going to lie, that would be a lovely tie for them to get, and financially that would put Forest Green in a great situation. In fact, let's have a little look at them. They're 23rd in League One right now, so they're probably going to go down. The money would probably put them in a position where when they come back up, they could secure a League One spot, which would be massive for a club of their stature. But the Burnley game has been moved. That is going to make next episode rather interesting, because I believe we was going to do Burnley as one of the two games. If I remember rightly, it was going to be Burnley with the Man City game. So now, I think we're going to have a very painful next episode, because we are going to, of course, play Aston Villa in the next game of this one, and then, of course, permitted, if these don't get switched around again, we're probably going to do Liverpool in the FA Cup and then Manchester City in the league. 2 big away games. But without further ado, let's get into this game. Okay, ladies and gents, we are finally here in the giant tangerine that is otherwise known as the KCOM Stadium. Yes, I will insist on calling it the giant tangerine because in this game, it looks like a giant tangerine. So, we are going for our good old 4-1-2-2-1, otherwise known as the 4-3-3 or 4-1-2-3, something like that. But We have Bettinelli in goal. We have Weiss and Berg at the back. Kiko on the right-hand side of defence. Freeman comes in on the left-hand side for Peter. Peter is currently suspended in the league. I believe that's due to an amalgamation of yellow cards. We then have Pearson in defensive mid, Irvin and Garner in central midfield. Mahi stays out on the left-hand side, Bowen on the right, and Brewster up front. Our bench consists of Messenholer. Kingsley returns to the bench. We have Cobalt, Stewart, Lopez, Moha, and of course Noel. Moha is coming back onto the bench. Like I said, lacking in a bit of fitness, but we're going to ease him back into the team, get him back into the lineup. Of course, Aston Villa looking to stay up, and I'm really wanting to nab Grealish, so if they could go get relegated, that'd be nice. We can go get Jack from them. But without further ado, let's see what Carlos thinks. And he thinks we should tell the team to go out to prove a point. You know what? A team such as ours should be win-win. If you play a game, yeah, you're all capable of playing your own game. Go do that. So, can we expect an attacking focus from your team in this match? My preference is to play on the front foot, and that won't change for this match. You're the 5th in the Premier League form table, after a good recent run. Does that help ahead of kickoff? No, it makes it awful. Of course it helps, Georgia. Why do you follow me around and ask these ridiculous questions? Dwight is set to make his 100th league appearance for the club today. Just how much does he mean to everyone here? Well, we love him like a brother. No, but in all seriousness, we like Weiss. Weiss is a nice guy. I'm delighted for him. He's a wonderful player and a fine example of the sort of person we want at this football club. Trezeguet into this match. Having provided some impressive midfield displays in recent weeks, do you have a plan to stop him? We're going to bring out the break his legs. Duh. So, he's a fine player, but we have fine players too. But we're also going to break his legs. That is our plan. We shall break Trezeguet's legs. Because we can't be playing against a guy called Trezeguet. Everybody knows Trezeguet are talented players. Of course, he's not quite David Trezeguet, but he's still a Trezeguet. And we must worry. But Grimes, oh, that's a lovely free kick. And it's his first goal of the season. Now, I don't know why he hasn't been doing that for the rest of the season. If he had, Aston Villa would be a top half team. But that was a lovely free kick by Matt Grimes. I can't even be mad at Bettinelli. But I'm definitely going to demand more. Even so. Because yes, I can't be mad at them conceding that, but why did we give them the free kick in the first place? That's the real question. And we are not doing the push Aston Villa back into the scrap, which I would really like to do. Because right now, with this victory, they're up to 35 points, and that is putting them pretty much clear. We don't want that. Brewster plays it back to Freeman. Freeman to Pearson. Pearson whips it in. Mahi gets it down to Garner. Come on, Garner! That was lovely build-up play. Mahi brings the ball down. Garner just drills it in the bottom right-hand side corner for his 3rd of the season. Now, I'm surprised he's only got 3 this far into the season, but lovely build-up. Pearson, Mahi had acres of space, nods it down, drilled in. Bish, bash, bosh. Real good. Well, it's not nosh, so that don't really work, does it now, folks? Ming plays it to Trezeguet. Trezeguet over the top to Wesley. Wesley one-on-one with Bettinelli, and a lovely save by Bettinelli. And they have a corner. And I'm unfortunately running very low on my coffee. Bowen, Jared Bowen coming down the right hand side, and Grealish has fouled him. Grealish has taken a knock as well. That's gotta be worrying for them. Jared Bowen whips one in. Target heads it away, but only as far as Burke. Burke gets it down to Bowen. Bowen whips one across. Bree heads it down. It's only as far as Wesley. Wesley gets it away, but only as far as Burke once more, who plays it to Kiko. Kiko to Pearson. Back to Kiko, tries one over the top, but it is brought down by Aston Villa. Trezeguet is going on this left-hand side, tries to play it through to Wesley, but Weiss intercepts it. Weiss plays it to Bowen. Bowen has Brewster on the inside. Nice tackle by Ming. The Ming bars did not break that time. Willock plays it back to Mings. Mings plays it to Trezeguet. Trezeguet coming down this left-hand side once more. Lovely tackle by Pearson. Pearson on the counter-attack. He has Bowen up front. He plays it to Bowen. Bowen, oh, is it the sad man? And I nearly lost my voice. I do feel sorry for actual commentators sometimes with this build-up play. But it is Hull City 1, Aston Villa 1. Garner, of course, got our goal, and Matt Grimes got that lovely free kick. So we've had 11 shots, they've had 6. 5 on target, they've had 3. 9 fouls to their 3. 0 yellow cards, 2 yellow cards. 42% possession to their 58. Now, our best performance, of course, has been James Garner. He's had a 100% tackle completion ratio and an 8.2 as a result. Matt Grimes has got an 8.2 with his 92% passing completion ratio and that lovely goal. Struggling to perform is De Weiss with a 6.5 and no reason for it. Willock, however, has made 3 mistakes and has a 6.5 also. So, Carlos thinks we should tell the team we expect them to prove a point today. And I think we should too. So, assertively, I'm not happy. Yeah, with them ratings, I'm not happy. Let's go out there and do a much better job this time. I expect more from you. In fact, we're going to get fruity. We're going to tell them to show some passion. Show some passion, lads. Get your passion fruit out. And that's worrying. They're the ones with the build-up. Lovely collection by Bettinelli, though. And hopefully this highlight then goes to us on the attack. Although Bettinelli seems to be wasting a lot of time. Rolls it out to Beck. Oh my goodness, Bettinelli, what have you done? Luckily he saves it, but he almost made a shocking error, which led to them scoring. Roberts whips one in. Grimes, only as far as Garner though, gets it to Target. Target brings it back down for Roberts. Roberts comes inside on his own. Lovely tackle by Mahi. That was dangerous. That was definitely dangerous. Risked a penalty and risked him getting past. De Weiss heads it away. Bowen on the counter-attack. Will Jack Grealish catch him? No, I don't think he will. Jared Bowen is bombing it down this right-hand side. And lovely tackle by Grealish. Now, he's playing great for a guy who's got a knock, I must say. He is definitely performing, and that's not what we wanted to see now, is it, folks? So, Kingsley can come on. We shall swap him with Freeman. Freeman can go on that right-hand side. And, you know what, we're 6 minutes in. We are in substitution time, folks. Rehan Brewster is not really performing. We're going to bring on Noel. Now, I know, he hasn't scored in like 10 games. It's a bit of a worry, but Brewster's not having the greatest game either. So, we need to teach Brewster. He don't get to stay on if he's playing awful. So we get Brewster off, and you know what, we're going triple sub. Triple subbage. So Irvin, as I've been saying, as the season has been going on, he has been getting worse and worse. And it is worrying. But you can do that. You can just become a normal central midfielder. Lopez can stay as the box to box. And that is that. Plays it shot to Noel. Freeman. Freeman, will he whip one in? He plays it short to Pearson. Pearson, is he going to deliver a cross? No, he plays it short to Freeman. Freeman to Garner. Garner to Freeman. Back to Garner. Garner to Lopez. Lopez, oh. That would have been one heck of a goal, Lopez. But we are going to demand more. We are on the 70th minute. And Mings has a free kick in his own half. Plays it short to Grimes. Grimes plays it to Revan. Revan tries to bring it up. Plays it through to Trezeguet. Intercepted by Freeman though. Lovely tackle by Freeman. Pass, not so good, but Garner has it back. And it's a foul. And Revan is sent off. Let's go. They are down to 10 men. Now you can go do your commentary, Revan, for all my Call of Duty fans. Revan can go do his bobblehead commentary. But it is looking like a draw, and it is. So, Hull City 1, Aston Villa 1. I can't really complain, but we should have probably done better. 23 shots to their 7, 7 on target to their 4, 17 total fouls to their 9, 1 yellow card to 2 yellow cards, 47% possession to their 53. Our best performance, of course, was James Garner with 1 goal and 8.3. Their best was Matt Grimes with an 8.3, 93% passing completion ratio, and of course that free kick, which was only 6 minutes into the game. Struggling to perform was Rhian Brewster. He was offside 4 times and got a 6.5 as a result. Willock was struggling for them. He made 3 mistakes and was a 6.4 as a result. Player of the match, of course, goes to Garner. Carlos thinks we should not be too hard on the team. It was a tough result to take. Now, Carlos, you are a softie. Was not good enough. That's the sort of game we should be winning. Look, even James Garner, who had an amazing game, is like, yeah, boss, you're right. You're right. Have a go at the lads. Because he knows we should be doing better against a team like that. They are down here in 15th, scrapping away 33 points. We have 50. Like, come on. We should not be drawing against Aston Villa, especially at home, and especially when they go down to 10 men near the end of the game. But, their manager says we won't send people out to injure them. That is true. Kiko is out for 2 to 3 weeks with a pulled ankle ligament. That is not good news at all. Garner shines. Yes. Who are you looking at? Tottenham manager is still looking at Jared Bowen. Well, you can stop creeping on Jared Bowen because he is not going anywhere. Cisse, we're going to get an analytics report. Tell you what, they can have Jared Bowen if they're going to allow me to buy half a team. But they're not going to allow me to buy half a team, so we are keeping Jared for ourselves. Because Jared is young, talented, and tied to the bed, quite frankly. Yeah, 24 years of age, 61, 29 million value, and he's here till 2024. We have him on a decent length contract, so we don't have to worry about that. But I'm going to, of course, play this Norwich game off video. We will then come back for Liverpool and Manchester City as long as there's no changes to the schedule. But I thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.